My friends Joe and Sami lead a ministry to Haiti called Upstream International. They lived there for years, and though they're not currently on the ground, they still run a school in Cité Soleil and have been a part of planting over 50 churches in and around Port-au-Prince. It's some of the hardest places on earth. So when I asked Joe what he's been sitting with lately, his answer hit me kind of hard. He shared that this Isaiah 50:10. In that passage, it asks, who among you fears the Lord and obeys his voice? And then it describes that person as walking in darkness and tells them to trust in the name of the Lord and to lean on their God. Read that again because it's easy to miss how strange it is. We expect darkness in the Bible to describe the rebellious person who's running from God, but that's not who this is. This is someone who fears God and obeys him and is still in the dark. Joe put words to it better than I could. He called it obedience without illumination. And a lot of us believe the opposite, that if we're walking closely with God, everything should keep getting clearer. And if it's dark, then obviously we did something wrong. But Isaiah says you can be right in step with God and still unable to see. As Joe said it, you can be surrendered and still uncertain, faithful and still wrestling, obedient and still unable to see what God is doing. I'm going to be honest with you, that resonates deeply with me right now. When this faithful person is standing in the dark, God's instruction is not figure it out. It's to trust his name and lean on him. And that word lean in this passage is so rich. In the Hebrew, it's the picture of resting your full weight on something solid, like leaning hard on a staff or a crutch so that it holds you up. When you can't see the way forward, you don't need more light. You need something strong enough to lean the full weight of your soul against. That changes everything for me about what the darkness even means. We assume it's always punishment or a sign that something's wrong, but not here. This darkness isn't caused by rebellion. It's not evidence that he's abandoned you. In fact, it might be the exact place he's teaching you to trust in his name instead of your own sight. That's the faith Joe and Sami have lived out for years, obeying in hard places without always seeing the way out, leaning their weight on God and continuing on. So if you're there this morning, doing the right thing and still stuck in the dark, hear this. You're not disqualified and you are not being punished. You're being invited to lean. Thanks for spending the first few with me today. You can be faithful and still walk in the dark. So when you can't see the way, just lean the full weight of your soul on the God who can, knowing that he loves you more deeply than you could possibly imagine. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.